Storms like Hurricane Ian are only going to get stronger and more dangerous as the climate crisis progresses.
Is there any doubt in your mind that climate change is to blame?
The power and deadly force of Ian and the climate crisis.
Tell us the impact of climate change. It is producing more frequent, more extreme weather events.
We get the whole climate change angle of this too.
And it's increasing with climate change.
Climate change looming in the background.
We keep having these hurricanes.
Coincidence. Could be. Could be not.
Hurricanes are getting bigger and intensifying more quickly. Yes, climate change.
Climate change, intensifying hurricanes.
These storms are intensifying.
These storms are intensifying. Something is causing them to intensify.
A phenomenon known as rapid intensification.
Rapid intensification.
Rapid intensification.
Rapid intensification.
Rapid intensification.
Rapid intensification.
Scientists say that will become more common as the Earth's oceans continue to warm.
Climate change is making storms like this one stronger.
They have trouble with science, too.
Storms get stronger and more destructive.
Myth number 3 is that because of climate change, hurricanes are getting worse.
It is feeding these beasts.
It's getting stronger and stronger. The winds are getting harder and harder.
No, they aren't. You can take a look at all the hurricanes around the planet. We can see them since 1970 because we got global satellite coverage. Right. And we can measure their power. And we can add up their power. And there is no significant increase whatsoever.
There may be someday, but so far the U.S. government says
there's no strong evidence of increasing trends in major hurricanes. But the media keep claiming
it is clearly the case that climate change is making storms like this one stronger.
The people ranting about the climate crisis making storms worse.
Linked to human-caused climate change.
They believe they're doing the right thing. But just because you think you're helping doesn't mean you are.
For example, if you Google climate change, you will, at the top of your search, you will get all kinds of UN resources. We started this partnership when we were shocked to see that when we Googled climate change, we were getting incredibly distorted information right at the top. So we're becoming much more proactive. We own the science, and we think that the world, should know it. And
we own the science.
The actual scientists call this the multi-decadal variations in Atlantic tropical storms and hurricanes. And it's been linked to the phenomenon called the Atlantic multi-decadal variability, which may be primarily natural internal variability or aerosol driven. In other words, it may just be a phenomenon completely independent from your big global climate change hoax. But don't let the science get in the way of your narrative. Don't you let it stop you. The scientists go on here, by the way, that a detectable greenhouse gas-induced influence on Atlantic tropical storm and hurricane behavior to date is difficult to identify. Oh, it is. Media seem to identify it quick because of the variability in hurricane activity. The bottom line, and the answer to the question in the title of this piece is no. We cannot confidently detect a trend in observed Atlantic hurricane activity due to man-made climate change. Some human influence may be present, though still below the threshold for confident detection. Science, man, keeps getting in the way of your narrative du jour, don't it? Here, I'm going to just throw this up there. You can read this too. It's in the piece. In case you're still sticking and clinging because you're a media lunatic like Maggie Haberman and elsewhere to this narrative out there that, yes, this is definitely happening. These hurricanes are super intense now because of climate change. They have a measure for that. It's called the Accumulated Cyclone Energy, or ACE. And by this measure, 2020 was extremely busy, but not even close to record-breaking. In fact, with a total ACE units of 180 units, 2020 was only the 13th busiest hurricane season on record since 1878. Science, man.